ranked road matchup in program history as they take on the 16th ranked Fighting Irish. Back behind to Zawada, now matched up with Arden Cohen. Bonomi shoots on the run, save Liam Entenmann. On the rebound, Zawada couldn't handle it. It's picked up by the Irish.
It's a big stop by Entenmann. Statistically, not as good as freshman and sophomore year, and they need him to make saves to start the transition game as well for the Irish.
Chris Cavanaugh to trigger. Where's Matt Cavanaugh's old number 50? Cavanaugh gets the step, right hand free, save Carr. Ball rolling in the crease. That'll reset the shot clock. But a crease violation on the Irish.
That was a good move by Chris Cavanaugh. And Carr, when I watch him on tape, Anish, he has a wide base, so you're gonna have to shoot to the pipes to beat him. Didn't really test him on the shot. I like the move by Cavanaugh, the aggressive nature late in the shot clock. But against a goalie like Carr with that wide base, that's not gonna fall.
Feed to the middle, into an ambush, Houlihan. Entenmann springs out of the cage.
I feel like the defense is swarming right now for the Irish, playing super aggressive against Michigan, pressing out, timed slides and double teams. Looks like they're feeling it.
How about the Michigan ride? They get it back. Unsettled. Shot on goal. Entenmann recovered. What a save! Jackson Zog fired it. Entenmann had to dive back to make the save in cage, and the crowd loves it.
That was sweet.
It's in a 3 for 22 shooting slump. Make it 3 for 23. I feel like Jimmy two times from Goodfellas. Cavanaugh. About to go get the papers. Get the papers.
Look at this save here. I mentioned the ride of Michigan. Mikey Boehm is a tremendous rider. Look at Entenmann just stealing that one. Left side of the screen. That is a big-time stop and an energy boost for the third-year starter.
And he's going to break the single-season goals record, too. Only needs 12 to get there. Pat Cavanaugh getting the pick from Riley Gray. Here's Angrick, the freshman, two in the cage. Carr with the save. Shane Carr's been solid in goal. That one kicked. It comes back to Notre Dame. 22% in this three-game losing streak. You got to feel that those numbers are going to pop up.
Yeah, because when you speak to Kevin Corrigan, he'll tell you that he likes where they're shooting the ball, just they're not canning it.
This game, Chris Cavanaugh still has it, finds Westland. That's an easy save for Carr. Griffin Westland, only 2 goals this season. He was tied for second in scoring. Pat Cavanaugh feeding inside. Carr turns it away. Shot by Richard Deli. Andrew Darby's got it for Michigan. He's their top cover.
Shane Carr has been a huge mainstay for the Michigan defense, and today is no different. He has been on fire as of late. Notre Dame has missed their last 12 shots, but the big guy in cage, 6'2", 195, has been a big reason why. His top hand speed, Coach Kevin Conry said, is probably one of his strongest suits in terms of making the stops. I love his patience too, Anish. He sits on shots, there's no guessing, and he plays his angles really, really well.
How would you evaluate the shot selection so far at Notre Dame?
Well, that's plagued them all season long, right? In their first 4 games, their shooting percentage has been really, really low, especially from some of their stars. And I don't think Shane Carr has had to move too much, right? So he's relying on the top hand speed that he has that kind of separates him from a lot of other goalies. But Notre Dame has to test him by moving him from pipe to pipe. Michigan scored were a result of great passes, right? Threading the needle type passes.
Here comes Boehm around the bend. No angle there. Cohen was all over him. Flag down. They'll get him for a slash.
Yep, he's doing time.
Saved by Carr. Cavanaugh on the rebound. Cavanaugh changing directions. looking, eyes up, finds his brother Chris. 4-2 Notre Dame. Shane Carr eats that one up.
A defense.
Here's a matchup.
Balanced.
You got Eric Dobson playing defense. Cohen gets underneath, and Entenmann eats that one up.
That was too easy.
Dobson walks away with a little badge of honor there. Yeah, you want to come at me? Okay.
Bullet, right?
Bryce Walker, stick checked away. Shot clock down to 2. Carr's got it. Shane Carr's played well today. Michigan having trouble with the clear. Here come the Irish. Jackaboys leading the charge. Right hand, saved by Carr.
Tell you, both teams are throwing some popcorn at these guys, right? These are high-end goalies to start, and they're making some easy saves.
There's Zawada, 9 saves by Shane Carr. Let's see if Zawada can take advantage. Entenmann turns that one away. Cohen recovers. Shot clock resets to 60. His pass is knocked down. The recovery by Notre Dame. Zawada's got 3 10-point games this season. Still looking for his first point today. Here's Brown. Too easy for Entenmann.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of stick side. Uber talented is the third-year starter for the Irish, Liam Entenmann. Heading into the game, though, struggling a little bit statistically, under 50% for the first time in his career. But today, he's been lights out. He's made 7 stops, only 2 goals allowed. And when you look at Liam Entenmann, saves are one thing, but when he steals a few, he typically triggers the transition for the Irish and allows those offensive players to come to the party. Through the years for Liam Entenmann, Anish.
At 59% last year, he was an All-American. Kevin Corrigan telling us last year he's quiet in goal. What he means by that, there's not a lot of movement. There's a serenity now aura to him. And you got to remember, too, he's missing some really key pieces in front of him. They lost Jack Keelty and Kyle Thornton from last year.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Reynolds, number 6 in white, guarding the ball carrier. He's a transfer from Richmond. And this Notre Dame defense, it's designed so goalies see easy shots from the goalie perspective. Somewhere, Scotty Rogers is like, don't call me a system goalie.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, say it to Scotty Rogers' face, Anish.
Scotty's not a system goalie.
Yeah, there's Entenmann with the stop. What I want to see,
Scotty Rogers in 2010 put that team on his back down the stretch.
Here you're backpedaling now.
100. Have you seen the size of him?
Yes. His biceps are bigger than your head. Anyway, Liam Entenmann, though, I think the next step progression-wise is to start throwing some real darts for outlets, right? I want to see him make the stop and then really trigger transition with some longer passes, because I think the Irish have...
Behind the cage. This is Zawada using the pick by Cohen. Arden Cohen not ceding an inch. There's the skip pass, saved by Entenmann on the shot by Jacob Jackson.
You mentioned Arden Cohen. Watch his...
Jackaboys. I saw you and Quinn talking about that during the Hopkins-Syracuse game.
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe 1 out of 10 it works.
Good look here. Dobson saved Carr. Behind the back, Kavanaugh on the rebound. Here's Chris Kavanaugh. Over to Pat Kavanaugh. St. Patrick looking for separation. Finds Jackaboys. Saved Carr. The outlet ahead for Darby. They've got 30 minutes now to prove all the doubters that, hey, they're not just a product of scheduling. And that was a good look, but Entenmann got a piece of it. And that's going to be Notre Dame ball. Got the backup. just not very many good looks for Michigan.
No, and you're going to have to.
That's going to be a flag against McCann. Cohen turned away by Entenmann. Aronson, free play now for Michigan. Now you can go and make a risky pass. It's a free play. That's what you got to do against this defense. Aronson shot, save, Entenmann. Liam Entenmann with a dozen saves.
Yeah, that one hurt. That's why he's jumping right now.
Yeah,
he felt that.
He'll feel that. Here comes Boehm. Picked up by Cochran. Cohen looking to get around McCann. Help coming from Reynolds. Cohen gets free. Mulholland, low shot, and that one squeaks. A coach doesn't have that face-off guy, or their numbers are down at the face-off. Let's get rid of the face-off.
But he's absolutely right? Because you can have two totally equal teams, right? Throughout the course of the field. But if one has the dominant face-off, I mean, you could potentially win that game by a bunch.
McCann, a two-way mid. He plays it to the wing. Carr read it all the way. Michigan. Now the freshman Mulholland. Good look here. Ryan Cohen, Entenmann. He has been the Minotaur at the end of the labyrinth.
Yes, he has. Whatever that means, too, I'm convinced you know what you're talking about. What does that mean? He's got to stick this matchup. He has to go after this matchup with vengeance.
He does against Hallenbeck. Gets inside. Might have been pushed. Nope, in the crease. Notre Dame ball. Maybe there was a push. Final seconds. Quarter number 3. Pat Cavanaugh almost caught Shane Carr. Wheatfeld wins the face-off. Right off the face-off, Entenmann. Another save, that time on Lucas Delgado. How good has Liam Entenmann been? 16 saves today.
Completely dialed. Completely dialed. And Shane Carr's been really good too. But I think Entenmann in this second half has come up with some huge saves. And he's working for him too. I mean, that was a pretty good shot by Delgado too, right? Here's Cone. Just watch Cone's stance. So this guy is all business. Look at the stance. I mean, he's just waiting for Zawada. The breakdown. And that's what Notre Dame does too. They don't care about picks.
On cleanup duty, it's Jacob Jackson. Half of Michigan's goals. O'Meara, saved by Carr. Now can Michigan clear? Boehm's got a hat trick. Now he's got the short stick Harris. He drew the slide. He shot it. And Entenmann with save number 18.
And that's what I was talking about. Mikey Boehm has
former Notre Dame defensive coordinator Jerry Byrne, who held the Wolverines to 9. Only 7 so far against the Irish. There's Carr. He's got 16 saves.
You know what's interesting too?
Jerry
Penn
Byrne
never ducks a team. Penn,
no.
Look at Penn's schedule. They never duck a team.
McCann feeding inside. Westland scooped up by Carr. Honestly,
talent to compete for a national championship. To me, today was an ability to exhale a little bit, right? Because going 1-4 into the ACC, although you can play with those teams, that's a lot of pressure. Right now, I think they can exhale. They beat a good Michigan team who came in at 7-1, who had some stars. The nation's leading scorer was completely blanketed until the fourth quarter. Notre Dame's been known for defense for years. They delivered that punch today, and then they countered with some offense, seeing a star like Pat Cavanaugh quarterback and distribute to his brother and many others.
The Notre Dame defense set the tone really from the opening faceoff. Liam Entenmann, a career-high 19 saves in cage. The shooting was better. The Irish end a 3-game losing skid. They go to Charlottesville next week.